So today's the next day. Last night I got all the lowering springs put on. The front was a kind of a pain in the butt, but the back went by pretty fast, so I just kind of got it knocked out. Didn't really film much of it. Sits perfect in my opinion. The back is a little lower than the front, but the front the fender sits like right above the wheel, so I won't have any problems turning and rubbing the fender. But what we're gonna do next is we're gonna pull it in, and we're gonna get to work on installing this lip, just to make it look a little better. The lip, it's like an ABS plastic. It's a little warped up, so I'm gonna need to heat it up to get it on. But eventually I am gonna color match that to the car. So I'm just kind of putting it on just so it can find its shape. Leave it on for about a week just so it like forms to its shape, and then after that I'll probably take it off and get it painted just so it's the same color of the car. So we're back. Today's it's the next day. The last thing you guys saw me do was install the front lip on the 370. Since then, I didn't film any of it, but I took the lip off and I got it all painted, color matched to the car. So while that's drying, because I painted it last night, it's been about like 9 hours. I want to give it a little bit more time to dry before I actually put it on the car. While that's drying, the last thing that we got to do to this car, because I already installed the gas cap. This car, when I bought it, it was missing a gas cap. I just found one on eBay that was the same color and just slapped it right on. So the last thing we have to do on this thing, it might not show up very well on camera, but the interior is pretty filthy. Mainly the seats, like they got some staining on the back and on the bottom, and the passenger seat mainly, and then like the door cards as well. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna pull the seats out and just kind of detail the whole interior of the car just to get it out of the way, and that way I'll be doing something while the lip is drying. So I'm gonna set you guys up on a tripod and start getting these seats pulled out. We got both the seats all scrubbed down, all cleaned up. All the marking that's just from the vacuum sucking up the water. So I'm gonna leave those to dry. So we got the interior done. Carpets wise, we got the carpets done. And then we got the seats done. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hop in the interior, and I don't know if you'll be able to see, but this windshield is like, I know it's dirty on the outside as well, but on the inside, it's got like a lot of, the windshield on the inside is like very cloudy, so I just need to clean that up. I got some glass cleaner for that. And then we're just gonna go around with some quick detailer on all the body, like the center console, shifter, steering wheel. The radio is pretty dirty, and I kind of just wipe everything down. Yeah, and then after that, while I wait, because that's kind of the last thing I do till I can put the seats back in. After that, I'm gonna vacuum up these carpets. They're pretty filthy, so I'm gonna vacuum those up, clean those up. And then after I get those carpets done, this car has, because it was in a very tree area, you can see that it's got sap all over the car. So I'm gonna walk around with some, either like some wax and grease remover, some isopropyl alcohol, or if that doesn't work, I'll just have to like be very gentle with like a razor blade or something, or maybe some goof off, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so after I get these carpets vacuumed, that's what I'm gonna be doing after that. And then just to show you guys what I'm using, all I'm using is, it's just like a mix with, this is just a canvassing what's in here, but it's just like purple power degreaser. And then I just got my drill, got a brush on the drill, and I kind of just scrub the whole seats with that, and it's looking pretty good. But yeah, let's get started on the interior. Got the interior all finished up. Got the interior all put back together. Like I said, the seats are still drying, so that's why you see like these spots. It's just kind of, they're wet, like on the other seat, they're still drying. Everything's looking pretty good. Nice and clean. I went around, I got all the sap off the car together. Next, what we're gonna be doing, what I was just doing over here is, I was getting the 3M placed on the inside of the lip. Kind of what it looks like. Hopefully it matches pretty close, but just getting the 3M placed on there. And what I'm gonna do right now, I got the car jacked up, I'm gonna just reinstall it basically. So that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. I got the interior we got the interior cleaned, got the lip painted, got it installed. That's gonna be the last video you see of that car. That's kind of all that needed to be done. That's what I was saying, it was gonna be a very short process. It looked good. Everything turned out amazing. The lip matches, I'm honestly impressed with it. That's kind of the end of that thing. You know, didn't do anything crazy to it. Dropped it down a little bit, put some spacers, just made it OEM plus kind of. That's all that we were gonna be doing on that thing. Next video, we're gonna hop back to work on this Mustang. So stay tuned for that in the next video, and I'll catch you guys later.